Would you take a look at that, guys? We have GameStop stock up over 25% so far on the day today, and since yesterday morning, it is up over 40%, which I'm not sure about you guys, but this is sure giving me some flashbacks from 2021. So we have to break down the charts in this video, the options chain, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do. Am I buying? Am I holding? Am I selling the stock? What am I doing? So if y'all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and guys, don't forget to follow me on X as well at Stocks Talk Stocks. You might as well do that. We're almost at 900 followers. I think we're like 10 or 12 followers away, so make sure you guys go do that. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So check it out. GameStop is up, like I said, over 25%, and now it's at $16.95, almost $17 per share. And yesterday morning, it was at $11.88 per share, which again, it is up over 40% off the lows from yesterday, 43% to be exact, which is unbelievable. And I know it's not anything compared to what we saw in 2021, but let me tell you, this is the most volume we've seen in quite some time, and this is actually the first breakout we've gotten in months. You guys will see that here in a second on the, actually, let's pull it up right now, the 4-hour chart. You guys will see now we're breaking above the 50 and the 180 moving averages for the first time since July. You guys can see back in July, even in June, we were above those moving averages a bit, and then we started the downtrend, which we saw in the, let's see, the mid-20s is where it began, and we got all the way down to about $11.83, which we hit that about 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, and now we're breaking out above the moving averages, heading into earnings, which are coming out, I think, on the 6th of December. Let me double check that. Yeah, it looks like 6th of December after the bell is when we're actually getting these numbers. So let's break down what's going on and look at this volume here, guys. Unreal. The volume spike, I'm not sure if you guys can see it here. Maybe if I zoom in a bit, look at that volume spike. Unreal, guys. And again, we haven't seen that type of volume since, it looks like March of this year, which was, geez, 8 months ago at this point. So yeah, tons of volume. We're breaking out. The trend is slowly turning here on the 4-hour chart in favor of the bulls. So let's see what's going on here when it comes to the options chain, guys. Let's pull that up quickly. And by the way, again, make sure to follow me on X at Stocks Talk Stocks. Here we are. We're about, what, 12 followers away from 900 followers. Then we're going to be 100 away from 1,000 followers. So make sure you guys go follow me on there so we can see on this Market Watch article. Let me pull it up. Traders are piling into long shot GameStop Inc. call options that would pay off if the stock price nearly doubles before or shortly after the company's December 6th earnings report, which we'll talk more about that in a second here, the estimates for EPS and revenue, so make sure you guys stick on throughout. So among standardized call options expiring on December 8th, 2 days after the company's upcoming earnings report, so that means they report on Wednesday, investors have piled into options with strike prices at $20, $22, and $22.50, along with other contracts even further out. You heard that right, even further out, which means people are betting this could go maybe to the low mid 20s, maybe even higher than that. And for a 2022 50 call to be considered, quote, in the money, the stock would need to climb at least 40%, and shares finished at $13.49 on Tuesday, which obviously now on Wednesday when I'm making this video, they're up even more, way more than that. We're pushing $17 per share. So calls with a $20 strike have seen the heaviest trading of any GameStop call option expiring on December 8th, with more than 20,000 contracts changing hands on Tuesday, according to FactSet data, and each option contract gives the holder the right to buy or sell 100 shares of the stock at an agreed upon price, yada, yada, yada. You guys probably know how options work at this point. No need to go over that. And look at this, guys. 140,000 GameStop call options change hands on Tuesday compared with a 20-day average of 30,000. So clearly, if we're seeing the the options changing hands pretty much 4x, actually more than 4x, that goes to show there's A lot of speculation going on first and foremost, but a lot of people are piling in before these earnings, and we'll see again how those earnings end up playing out. So if I pull up the Robinhood options chain here, and I don't actually trade on Robinhood, guys. I've mentioned this before time and time again. I just use their options chain for the sake of these videos to show you all in a visually appealing fashion, as I do believe Robinhood's user interface is one of the best out there and simplest and cleanest to understand, at least in my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. So these are the options, the calls that are trading right now. So you can see some of these are up 1,400% today. This one's up 1,900%. 1,600. The ones that expire this Friday in 2 days on the 1st of December. The $18 calls are up 1,600%, 1,500% for the 18.5s. Let's see the further ones out, guys. Geez, $21 calls are up 7,400%. That is just ridiculous today alone. They're up big time. Now, if we look at the 8th, which we talked about earlier in this video, which expire, the 8th is 2 days after the earnings report. These are up pretty nicely as well. We have the, the $20 calls up 600% today. You guys can see that right there, 607%. And look at the open interest, guys. Look at the open interest on all of these contracts on these strike prices. Maybe not so much the 21 to 2050, but the $20 calls, there's a lot of people sitting on those $20 calls right now, up again 600% on the day. And let's see how much these ones that are further out. Let's say if you're, crazy and you want to bet that it's going to go mid-20s, $25 strike price, those are up 1,250% today. And there's a decent amount of people holding on to these, sitting on these. Open interest is 4,600 right now. The volume is at 7,400 roughly. And of course, there's a lot of volatility with these, and they could expire worthless for all we know. But the calls are roaring right now on pretty much all the near-term expiration dates, and probably on all the expiration dates. They're crushing it on all cylinders right now, guys. We can see the ones that expire in 30 days from now, those are up a good chunk, 300 to 400%. If we're looking at the $17 to $20 strike prices. So yeah, crazy day for GameStop heading into earnings, and their market cap right now is at $5 billion. So it's still a multi-billion-dollar company. And of course, their EPS trailing 12 months is negative 32 cents. They are not profitable. They're losing money, 32 cents per share on the last 12 months, trailing 12 months basis, trailing 12-month basis. That's kind of a tongue twister there, guys. Try saying that fast a couple times. But if we pull up the analysis tab here, we can see what they're looking to do for EPS and revenue, the projections. So we can see based on 3 analysts here on Yahoo Finance, average EPS estimate is 8 cents, negative 8 cents that is, on the low estimate of negative 14 cents, the high estimate of negative 5 cents, and a year ago they did negative 31 cents. So either way, whether they do the average, the high, the low, EPS is projected to be up more or better. It's projected to be better than it was last year. And of course, they're still losing money, but the losses are narrowing, which is good. And based on revenue, 3 analysts, revenue is looking at $1.18 billion. That's the average estimate. The low estimate is 1.15. High estimate is $1.22 billion. So yeah, guys, that's a quick rundown here on what's going on. And for me personally, I'm not in GameStop stock. Shocker. I know. I'm sure you guys probably couldn't have guessed that. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I'm not a big, meme stock guy, but I am watching it. Maybe as a trade, I'll consider it here moving forward on a dip or whatever. We'll see how it goes. But either way, we're going to be covering it here on the channel. We'll get the popcorn ready, and we'll be watching it as it is again, breaking out, heading into earnings. Volume is spiking to a multi-month high, so let's see how it plays out. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe here on YouTube, and follow me on X at Stocks Talk Stocks. And if for some reason you guys have not gotten your free stocks yet from Moomoo, what are you waiting for? Use that link down below, or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Open up your account and fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks right off the bat, and fund it with at least $1,000 $5. On top of those 5 stocks, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, each up to $2,000, guys. So get your stocks using that link down below, or again by going to stocksurfest.com/moomoo. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.